Imagine turning your ideas into professional technical diagrams without spending hours dragging boxes, drawing arrows, or formatting layouts by hand. Whether you're a software developer, a student, a startup founder, or a system architect, creating diagrams can become one of the most time-consuming parts of your workflow. But what if AI could generate those diagrams in just a few seconds? Welcome back to Meet the AI Tool. Today, we're exploring Eraser AI, one of the most exciting AI-powered diagramming tools available today. Unlike traditional whiteboard apps, Eraser understands natural language and transforms it into clean, professional architecture diagrams, workflows, flowcharts, and technical documentation. Throughout this masterclass, I'll show you everything from beginner basics to advanced workflows, productivity tips, hidden features, and real-world use cases. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when to use it and how it fits your daily workflow. Think about it for a moment. Every great system, every app, every product starts as an idea in someone's head. The hard part has always been turning that idea into something others can see. That's the gap Eraser is built to close. Now that we know what Eraser is, let's explore the workspace. The first thing you'll notice is how clean it feels. Unlike traditional diagram software that overwhelms you with dozens of buttons, toolbars, and menus, Eraser focuses on simplicity. Everything is designed around one single goal: helping you turn ideas into professional diagrams as quickly as possible. At the center of it all is the AI prompt area. This is where everything begins. Instead of manually drawing boxes, arrows, and relationships, you simply describe what you want. The AI reads your request and automatically builds a structured diagram based on your instructions. That one idea dramatically reduces the time needed to create documentation. And because it's built around your content, the tool never gets in your way. No hunting through menus. No fighting with alignment. You stay focused on the thing that matters. Here's the Eraser homepage and the main dashboard. Notice how clean it feels. No clutter, no overload. This is the workspace where diagrams come to life. Now let's build our first diagram. Instead of a blank canvas, we'll simply describe the system we want to create within a few seconds. Eraser begins organizing every component into a clean technical diagram. Notice how the parts are grouped logically. Users, front end, back end, database, authentication, cloud services. Everything is connected automatically. And here's what's impressive. It isn't just the speed. It's the readability. Instead of random boxes, Eraser creates diagrams that are structured logically and easy to understand. That makes them useful for presentations, documentation, client meetings, and team collaboration. This is exactly why AI-powered diagramming is becoming so popular among developers and engineering teams. It removes the boring part and keeps the thinking. Think about how often a diagram ends up outdated the moment the system changes. Because this is so fast, you can regenerate it in seconds. Watch this. We describe a system in words and click Generate. In seconds, Eraser builds the diagram. Let's explore real-world use. One of the biggest strengths is that Eraser isn't limited to software developers, students, startup founders, business analysts, project managers, content creators, system architects, even educators can use it to explain complex ideas visually. Let's begin with a workflow. Here we're creating a complete content pipeline. Notice how every step connects logically. Research, planning, script writing, recording, editing, publishing, analytics. Instead of a long document, one visual instantly communicates the entire workflow. And notice, you didn't need any design skill to produce this. You described the steps and the layout arranged itself. This is why workflow diagrams are used inside companies, startups, and teams every single day. Now the full architecture. See how it lays out each part of the system. The user at the top, flowing into the front end. Then the API gateway, connecting everything. Authentication for access. The back end for logic. The database for storage. Let's look at something even more advanced. Imagine you're building your own startup. Instead of explaining the platform verbally, Eraser creates a professional architecture, showing how every component connects together. Users interact with the application. Authentication verifies access. The back-end processes requests. Databases store information. Analytics monitor performance. And AI services provide intelligent features. Having everything organized visually makes discussions much easier with developers, investors, clients, and team members. This is how modern teams align quickly and move faster. And when your system grows, you don't start over. You just describe the change, and the diagram evolves right alongside your product, your documentation. Here's a workflow diagram. Watch each stage appear in a logical sequence. Research leads to planning. Planning to script writing. Then recording, editing, and publishing. And finally, analytics. So why are professionals switching to AI diagram tools? Because communication matters. Technical knowledge is valuable, but communicating it clearly is even more valuable. A well-designed visual often explains an idea faster than paragraphs of text. That's why companies use architecture diagrams during planning. Teachers use concept maps during lessons. Businesses use workflows during meetings. And creators use visuals while planning content. AI simply removes the repetitive work so you can focus on solving real problems. That shift is why this category is growing so fast. And here's a common mistake to avoid. Don't try to fit an entire application into a single diagram. Large systems should be split into focused views, each explaining one area. Clarity always beats cramming everything in. Another mistake is accepting the first result without checking it. The AI gives an excellent starting point. Now a startup architecture. Watch the components connect. Users enter through the app. Authentication checks access. The back-end handles requests. The AI engine powers intelligent features. Databases store the data. And analytics. Now, the techniques that separate beginners from experienced users. Tip 1. Start simple. Don't describe your entire project in one massive prompt. Begin with a basic structure. Then gradually add authentication, databases, APIs, and monitoring. Building step by step produces cleaner results. Tip 2. Use clear component names instead of vague words like server or system. Be specific. Front-end application, authentication service, payment gateway. The more precise your prompt, the better the diagram. Tip 3. Think like an architect. Before writing, consider how information flows. Where does the user begin? Which services communicate? Once your thinking is structured, the AI represents it far more accurately. And always review the result. Your judgment still matters. Here's the workflow I personally recommend. Step 1. Write your idea. Step 2. Break it into components. Step 3. Generate the first version. Step 4. Refine the relationships. Step 5. Improve the labels. And Step 6. Here's a development lifecycle. Every application follows these stages: planning, design, development, testing, deployment, and maintenance. Watch how Eraser turns this process. How does Eraser compare with other tools? Napkin AI is great for turning written ideas into clean business visuals. Miro is built for team whiteboarding. Excalidraw offers a hand-drawn sketch style, and tools like Figma give full manual control. Eraser takes a different path. Its strength is technical visualization. It helps developers, engineers, and founders generate structured architecture using natural language rather than replacing other tools. It works alongside them as part of a modern AI-powered workflow. Imagine planning with Claude, visualizing in Eraser, and presenting with Gamma. That connected workflow is already becoming reality. So who should use Eraser? Developers documenting apps, founders pitching to investors, architects designing infrastructure, students learning engineering, teachers explaining concepts, and managers organizing complex workflows. If your work involves explaining systems or processes, this can become an incredibly valuable tool. Learning to combine these AI tools effectively may be one of the most valuable. Finally, a pro technique. Watch how we start simple, with a basic structure. Then we ask the AI to expand it, step by step. Adding authentication, adding a database, adding caching. So let's recap everything we've learned. We explored what Eraser is and how it works. We learned the interface and core features. We generated architecture diagrams and workflow diagrams. We explored startup planning and development workflows. And we discovered productivity tips and prompt techniques. But here's my final advice. Don't use AI simply because it's fast. Use it because it lets you think more clearly, and communicate more effectively. The best diagrams come from clear thinking and good planning. Eraser simply brings those ideas to life. If this masterclass helped you, please like, subscribe, and join Meet the AI tool for a new AI tool in every single episode. Before you go, one small favor. A huge number of viewers enjoy these videos, but haven't subscribed yet. If you found this useful, subscribing genuinely helps the channel grow and tells me to keep making these deep dive masterclasses. Drop a comment too and tell me which AI tool I should cover next. Thank you for watching.